started with Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion, anti-aging for her laugh lines. She gets them really bad around the mouth, so I just set it with that to help the creasing of the makeup. And then I just go in with my NYX Marshmallow primer all over her face, just to go ahead and get that going. All right, and then for her brows, I use the Morphe Chocolate and Shade Chocolate Mousse, the pomade for the brows, and I'm just using my e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo brush to apply this. I'm just making sure I blend it through and I don't go so dark in the beginning of her brow. Then I'm going to use my Morphe M167 brush, and I'm going in with the P. Louise in eyeshadow base in the shade 5 for her underneath her brow. And then above her brow, I'm going to go in with the P. Louise and the Rumor 7 after this. But I'm going to buff it out right here with the M173 by Morphe brush. I love this brush. It is the best buffing brush, I have to say. And then here you see me going in with the P. Louise in Rumor 7. And I'm going to buff that out as well so that you don't get that harsh transition when you apply the foundation. Okay, here I'm going in with the Urban Decay again eyeshadow primer, just because she has a little creasing on her eyelids, so I'm gonna put that on there and buff it right on out, sweetie. Okay, now I'm using my palette, the 35H palette by Morphe. The first shade I'm going in with is Caffeine Buzz. It's more of like a tan tone, and I'm doing that above the crease line. It's going to be something like my first color before my transition color, really. And I think I'm using my Morphe Jaclyn Hill 50 brush. I think I used that same brush throughout the whole eye. So now you see me going in the shade Off the Grid in the same palette. So I took that across the whole mid of the lid, crease line, and then now I'm going in with the All Night Long in the 35H, and that's just a deep dark brown that I'm just going in at the end of my eye. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to remember what colors I was using when I made this video. And I'm just buffing it out, blending it through, just blend, blend, blend. If all else fails, sweetie, blend. Blend, okay? When you don't know what else to do, blend. And I applied the All Night Long with the JH15 brush, and then I still blended it with my JH50, okay? And I'm just blending, just so it's not a harsh transition from one color to the next. And I just took that all the way across a little bit. Here you see me going in with my NYX Pigment Primer, because I'm going to use a pigment on her eyes. So I'm going in with my NYX Pigment Primer. I'm just kind of dusting that across the lid, everywhere that I want the primer to be, so it could set, get tacky. I let it dry just a little bit so it gets a little tacky. And I'm going in with the NYX Pigment in the number 20. It's almost like not really silver, but yeah, it kind of takes a little bit of the color tone that's up underneath it. So it's going to kind of look a little more on the goldenish side. And then I go in a little bit more with the All Night Long and blend that into the pigment. And just kind of give it a rounded off effect on the side and just blend it like a little smoky look, just a little bit. Okay, and then above where I started the pigment, I went in with just a little bit of the shade Rally Time above it, just to give it some depth above the eye. Okay, and here you see me going in with my Jaclyn Hill number 47 brush. I'm using my e.l.f. cream eyeliner in black. I'm just taking that, I'm not taking it all the way out to the end. I'm only stopping at where the dark eyeshadow is, and I just blended it out just to give it more of a natural look. And here I'm using my Juvia's foundation sticks in the color Tunisia, I think I'm saying that right, and Cat Senna. I'm using the two colors on her face to get her perfect shade. And then I am going to blend that out with a blending sponge, a beauty sponge. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm getting like tongue twisted with my beauty sponge. And I dampen my beauty sponge with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. That way her makeup is getting set before I set it. So that's what I'm doing here. Just going all over the face and just blending those colors together. And as you can see, it is a perfect, I mean it's perfect, sweetie. It's a perfect color for her skin tone. Just look at that. Look at how good that looks. I love Juvia's foundation sticks. You can, put two together to get your shade. It's the best, okay? I'm just gonna keep blending it out all over. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that finish. I went in with the contour, also the Juvia's Place foundation stick in the color Congo. That is their darkest shade in the foundation stick. So I use it myself for my contour. So I put that along her cheekbone, and I'm going to put it along the hairline as well. And then down the bridge of her nose. And right there, I didn't use the stick so long that it kind of got a little makeup on the side, so it kind of went into the middle, but don't worry about that, sweetie. I'm going to fix that. And then I'm buffing it out with my Jaclyn Hill number 12 brush. And I'm just buffing from the cheek where I drew the line, and I'm working it up, not down, in light circular motions. And then I'm also just bringing the excess of what's on my brush to her jaw, to her jawbone, because she really doesn't need it that much. Now for her highlight, I'm going to use two colors. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the colors Mahogany and Mocha, and I'm using that right up underneath her eye. This one right here is the Mahogany that I'm putting on. It's a lighter tone. So I'm going to bring that right up under her eyes, her Cupid's bow, chin, forehead, and down the bridge of her nose, because we're going to get this nose, honey. And I use both colors throughout. And then this right here is me going back in with the color Mocha. And I'm going to blend that out with my blending brush. She's so silly. That's my sister, y'all. I'm going to blend that out and just blend it in. And before I blend the concealers, I kind of let it set or dry just a little bit, because I find that it blends better, it works better when you have let it actually set. So just about a couple minutes, not too long. It works good tip. So So I'm just blending that out across the forehead, bringing it down the nose a little. And then I'm using my Jaclyn Hill number 15 brush to blend out that contour along the nose. And I'm working up into her eyebrows till I get the perfect shape. I'm bringing it down just a little bit. Across the tip of her nose and on up into the brows to give it a very subtle and natural look. It also helps make your eyebrows look a lot more natural instead of the blunt start of the brow. When you blend that contour up into the brows, it gives it a more natural look. And now I'm going in with my setting brush by Real Cosmetics. My Real Technique, I'm sorry. My Real Technique setting brush. And I'm going in with my Fenty setting powder in the shade Nutmeg. And I like to set. I don't really like to bake. Only part that I bake is the nose, because of course we want that to pop. But everything else I set. So I use the Real Technique setting brush is my favorite brush to use for just setting. So I'm just setting everywhere that I put the concealer. And I'm just working it in to give that mattifying effect. So I went underneath the eye, her chin, Cupid's bow, I'm working it on there, forehead, and I'll bring it down the bridge of the nose just a little bit, not too much. She was watching a movie. She's goofy. All right. I'm going to bring it along her jawline just a little bit, just to kind of make that pop from where we put the contour. You just work it in. Just work it on into the skin. I'm using here the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, where I put the contour colors, and I use the Jaclyn Hill 13 brush for that. And then I'm going back in with the Fenty and Nutmeg down her nose to bake her nose. And I'm just going to leave that there on the side of her nose just so that nose can pop, sweetie. Okay, so now we're gonna apply these lashes, sweetie, and I'm using the Duo in the green, the Duo glue, and it's the green one, and it comes with the wand. It's the best, I promise you. You'll never want to use the regular squeeze glue again once you use the Duo glue, okay? And then I'm just going to go in with a little mascara to get rid of any fallen eyeshadow that may have hit her eyelash. And let's attach these lashes, baby. She wanted some big lashes. And these lashes are provided by my friend, Blissful Aesthetics. I get most of my lashes from her. And if you want dramatic lashes, she has them, sweetie. So that's Blissful Aesthetics, okay? That's where these lashes came from. When she opens her eyes, you'll see why. They are just, they're gorgeous. Look at them. She can fly away, really. So under her, for her bottom eyeline, I'm going in with Party On. I'm using the same palette. I'm within the same palette. So I'm going in with Party On. It's like a dark maroon color. So I took that across the whole bottom line. And then I'm going in with All Night again on the outer waterline. And then I'm blending it in. Okay, and I'm blending it in with, I think I blended it in with my e.l.f. eye crease brush. Yeah, my e.l.f. eye crease brush. And then I'm going ahead and putting the, I can't remember what eyeliner I use. It's just a black whatever your favorite jet black eyeliner is. I used it on her bottom lash line. And then I'm also going in and getting those bottom lashes to pop with a little mascara, sweetie. Don't ever forget about those bottom lashes. It makes the look pop a whole lot more, okay? Now I'm dusting off that excess setting powder off her face. Look how mattified that is. It's so beautiful. Ugh, I could just die. Now I'm going in with Mocha Mami. I'm sorry. I'm going in with Mocha Mami, also by Fenty. I'm using my Jaclyn Hill 11 brush, and I'm taking that along the apples of her cheeks and up to the temples just a little bit, and I'm just working it out and across the forehead, bringing a little bit more dimension back into her face. And then I'm using my Jeffree Star palette, his highlighter palette. I'm going in with my Jaclyn Hill number 14 brush to apply the highlight. I think I used either the shade King Tut or Dark Horse. Can't remember, but I took that along where I applied, along her cheek line, I'm sorry. And then I brought it down the nose and at the tip of the nose. And then I set her face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I'm going to go back in right here, and I took a little bit of the translucent powder, and I'm setting her laugh lines again because she does get them really bad, and I don't want her makeup to crease. Okay, so I'm just resetting what I already said in the beginning. And for her lips, I am going in with, actually I went in because I can never find a lip liner dark enough for my Chocolate Queens. I'm going in with the Chocolate Mousse eyeliner, not eyeliner, I'm sorry, eyebrow pomade by Morphe. So I'm going in with that for her lip line. So I'm starting with that. I don't know what brush this is. It's probably some little dollar store brush that's made for lips that I love, that I always use for lips. So there's that. So I went in with, like I said again, the Chocolate Mousse shade by Morphe. And now I'm going in with the NYX Lingerie lipstick in the shade Confidence. And I'm working that all throughout the lips. I'm even bringing it over the lip line just a little bit, the liner that I applied it's more, that color is like a, I don't really know how to explain it. It's not a tan, it's not a purple. And then I'm going in with, like, I think the next lippy, I'm going in with this from Sephora, and it's more of on the pinky side, to kind of help lighten the lips. And I'm just going to blend that in and just kind of ombre it through, just so that the lip is not so dark, and gives it more of a natural feel, because nobody's lips are just completely dark. Well, they might be, I don't know. But here we go with that. I'm just blending that and just making sure that everything blends very well. And yeah, that is her completed look, and she loves it. Yeah, she's so goofy, y'all. I love doing her makeup. That's my little sis. Thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial. Like, share, subscribe for more videos to come. Thank you.